This production of Bohème was the directing debut for a wonderful and exciting stage director, Manich, who did a fantastic job and has been doing a fantastic job as an assistant director for several seasons prior to this. And as an assistant director, she more than once has done just this very thing, which what we say in the business, put somebody into a show. It seems so simple, you sort of like open the door, shove them in, and there they go. Actually, the ability of the assistant director to do that is what makes the whole show hang in the balance, because if he or she forgets to mention that there's a door that needs to be opened or a chair needs to be moved, the whole thing can come crashing apart. So one of her more stellar moments a year ago was when we were doing Madame Butterfly. And you were the assistant director on that show, Crystal, and what was it that happened one fine performance?
I thought I was in the clear. I woke up Sunday morning before the matinee.
The final show.
Woke up at about 9 o'clock, and I looked at the clock and I went, oh, thank God, no replacements on this show. Oh, I was so happy. So I got ready, came to work, did all my pre-stage stuff, was fine. It's about 20 minutes till. We had a couple supers who were late, and as you remember, the supers had to do all this big choreography and things like that. And a couple of them were late. One wasn't feeling so well, but he said, I'll be able to do it, I'm fine. 5 minutes before curtain, someone says, Bill Powers is looking for you. And I said, oh no. Because I was
never a good sign.
Never a good sign. Bill's looking for me 5 minutes before curtain, it's never good. So, so lo and behold, the super who was sort of ill was very ill. He was just before he got onto the stage, he was in a corner, hunched over with what seemed like the flu. And Bill said, okay, he said he can do his first entrance, which is just with the lanterns at the beginning of the show. But after that, you have to meet him downstairs. You have to put on a costume, go into makeup now, and you're going to do the rest of the show. So Christopher was already in the house, so he had no idea this was happening. And I put on his costume, got into makeup, went upstairs, cried for a millisecond, and then Bill was with me backstage, and I did the whole first act. And Christopher came backstage and he did a double take. And he said, what are you doing? And I said, oh, I'm in the show.
And I had thought that there was this one coken who had these enormous eyes. Yes, it was you.
Yes, but it was actually really fun, and it was great to be able to. I performed with Frank that night, that afternoon.
She was affectionately called the token coken.
So it was great. I got to perform with Frank, I got to perform with a couple other great, and I got to perform with Maestro. So it was quite an experience, and it's only appropriate that I actually got to go on since I am so busy putting on other people.
So you did that, and then you deserted us. You went off to New York to do what?
I did. I directed the Coronation of Poppaea. With my company, Opera Omnia, which produces Baroque opera in New York. It was our first production, so we did that, but then I came back and assistant directed Samson and Delilah.
And you're familiar with Pittsburgh, aren't you?
Yes, I grew up here. And I went to Carnegie Mellon as well.
Ah, there we are.
So I'm a homegrown opera girl. I'm very happy.
So when you heard the news that we would like you to do a bohème, what went through your mind?
I looked at you and I said, are you serious? I looked at Christopher and I said, are you serious? And I was completely shocked because it was totally unexpected. Certainly wasn't expecting it this year, if ever. So, but I was so excited because Bohème was the first opera I ever saw, and it was at this theater with this company. And it was the first time that I got bit by the opera bug when I was in high school. So it has a very heavy, very special meaning for me. So I'm so thrilled that Christopher took the risk and asked me to be the stage director for this show, and I've had a great time.
And we are thrilled that we took the risk. So thank you so much.